What's up, everybody? It is your boy Slick Pits, and tonight I'm just coming to you with a little something that's been kind of just on my head a little bit, and it happens to do with, well, a lot of different people out there that collect different things or get into different areas like I do. I'm pretty much a professional enthusiast of a lot of different shit. Here's my crap. I've got too much crap, but when it comes to people collecting things or getting into things, why don't you do yourself a favor and realize that the one thing out there that people really don't need are elitist mentalities. Honestly, we don't care. You know what? I'm going to go off on watches. Watch is a great thing because I love watches. I love all types of watches, just like I like motorcycles. But all too often we get the mentality of some CVO owner out there who spent $60,000+ on his bike, starts turning his nose up at other people because somebody bought a Sportster or they bought a non-Harley. But you know what? Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, if that motorcycle that other person purchased brings them joy and happiness and gets them out into the wind, good on them. Let them get out there and enjoy their life to the best of their ability. Put your nose back down, put your feet to the ground, and understand that we're all human beings and we're all just going to have some fun. Watches. Now getting back to watches. Some people get a weird elitist mentality that, it's not a Rolex, it's not a Submariner, it's not a Vacheron Constantin, it's not a Patek. I watched a dude yesterday. It was like, the only way to go is Patek. You know, dude's wearing a freaking Nautilus. Yeah, cool. Yeah, dude, you're wearing a $160,000 piece of jewelry on your wrist. That's fantastic. You know what? One of my favorite pieces that I own is this little guy right here. Yeah, a $37 Timex Expedition. And I love this watch. I love it dearly. Why? Because Tuna, my best friend, and I, we were stomping around Albuquerque, New Mexico. I was looking for a watch because my $17 Armatron that I had died on me. And I figured I'll just replace the battery when I get home. But for now, while I was in Albuquerque, I needed a watch. And I ran around. We went to multiple stores and couldn't find jack. But I went into Walmart, of all places, and I looked in the cabinets, and I spotted this. Again, a $37 Timex that, hey, takes a licking, keeps on ticking. But I think it's a beautiful, cool looking field watch. It brings me happiness. It brings me joy. It tells the time. And you know what? There's a story that went with it because it was a great time with my best friend and I stomping around Albuquerque, laughing our asses off and having a great time. So when it comes to some of this stuff, there's no need for the elitism. There's no need. Don't be that guy or that girl. I don't care what you own because at the end of the day, you're not taking it with you. You go off and buy some badass big supercar and then you look at somebody else because they can't afford what you have. Well, that's some bullshit. So nobody cares. Be happy. But on top of that, be happy for others. If you want to grow whatever your enthusiasm is, if you want to grow the community of bikers or grow the community of watch collectors or scuba divers or shooters or whatever it is that you love, do yourself a favor. Encourage other people to get in where they can, appreciate what they have, and encourage them to be happy and talk about how cool it is, the things that they have. And you may end up with a cool friend instead of someone who just thinks you're a freaking douchebag. I'm your boy Slick Pits. Have a great night.